have this really cool garden stake, but it's a planter. So I also think about too, as maybe whether you live in a different place, I don't have a place anymore to hang my hanging plants. There just really isn't a good spot anymore. But I love this idea of having like the hanging planters. The planter stake can almost work like what you would use a hanging planter, except it's a lot easier to install. You don't have to get up on the ladder. And really, you could stake this anywhere, even in a container to give height or directly into the ground. But this planter stake has this really beautiful, almost like secret garden cage-like design. So your plants are inside. You have this gorgeous lighting that's all solar powered. It's very light sprinkled throughout, and a cardinal design. So you see how I have all these little cardinals floating around? It looks like it's been taken from a secret garden. Clearance sale price is $31.99. Normally it's $37, so take advantage while we've got our Memorial Day sale. Now here's the deal. We brought in different critters, had lots of choices, but we only have about 170 now to go around in the cardinal. That's it, that's all we have. Your solar power is right on top. So Larry Nixdorf again is gonna hang with us. He's the VP of Product Development to talk to us a little bit about this really cool garden stake. Okay, so what made you and the team think of something like this?
So we wanted something that was truly a statement piece because Allie, you know, when you go to a garden, you know, like Longwood Gardens or something, there's always a statement piece. There's sculpture or a fountain or something that draws your eye in. That's what you are going to get with this very unusual piece. But the best part is 38 inches tall. But if you take out the center piece of the stake, you can lower it to 24 inches. So if you pick up more than one, you can do different sizes, or if you're putting in a planter and you want something smaller, you can reduce the size to 24 inches. But these are sculptural. You'll see each of those little cardinals, Allie, are stamped metal. So it's going to give you that really cool, like 3D look to it. But then inside, when you lift the top of the dome, you are getting a cocoa fiber mat. And the reason we gave you that is because we want you to have healthier plants, because it's going to give you great drainage, it's going to give you airflow, and no root rot, because the last thing you want is when friends come over, you have to admit that you're suffering from the root rot. So you won't get that with this. But with this also,
you know, you never hear the end of it from one of your neighbors. They'll be like, oh, well, you should have done this. And you're like, I know. So we can still plant our live plants in here, yeah?
Absolutely. And when you plant your plant in here, you simply close it and you'll see there's a little latch that's going to secure the top to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And then there are actually 3 prongs on the bottom of the stake. So usually there are 2 on a garden stake. We're giving you 3 because if you're putting plants in here, we want it to be very stable.
Okay.
But then, Allie, the magic of this, that hidden solar panel on the top, it is going to light 12 LED fairy lights that are all intertwined around a little cardinal design, giving you that magic look at night. So this is something unusual that you can enjoy with your plants as a container during the day. But look at that at night. It just comes to life.
But you know, Larry, I think you really made a good point, because whenever I look at a beautiful, whether it's another neighbor's house or whether it's when you go to these arboretums or these beautiful garden spaces that you get to walk through, it's not just flower after flower after plant after flower. There's also these texture and sculptural moments. That's what you get with this. It's gonna add a height, whether you're putting it staked into the ground or it's in your containers. If you've got, you know, just 2 pots in the front of your, you know, front porch, they're flanking your front door, but they don't get high. They're filled with your, you know, begonias or your sun patience or whatever it may be. Add something that's gonna get height. I'd get 2 of these and start just waiting. When new neighbors move in, oh, you're the ones with that beautiful front porch. Do you have somebody come design that for you? That's the designer touch that you get. Now you could put faux plants, you can put real plants. You could stake them out in the yard somewhere where you need a little more height into a container. But this adds so much beauty. The cardinal birds on these are perfection. And then you also get those fairy lights. So we're really touching a lot of designer elements in one fell swoop, right? The texture, Larry, the sculpture, the height, the light, all in one
Right,
purchase. I would
right.
add this, I would consider multiples in your yard, whether it's in containers, flanking even the sliding glass door out to the back patio. Or you've got that side door where you have a little outdoor space, put 2 in planters right there. It would look fantastic,
That's a great idea.
$31.99.
And Allie, we made these that these can be beautiful even if you don't put anything in them. But
Good
these are
point.
all powder coated metal. They're made to look rustic, but you can keep these out all year long. So look what I did here. I simply put faux leaves. So think about this, in the fall as a decoration outside. And then again, as it's shorter days, this is going to pop to life at night. And then when it comes Christmas and holiday time, I filled
Oh,
this one
pretty.
with pine cones and greens. This one simply has succulents in it. You could put anything you want. And QVC offers so many wonderful faux plants. If you don't have a green thumb, put in something faux that you can easily change with the seasons. But again, Allie, it's structural.
Yeah.
It's a generous size.
It's like
It's
your
going to
garden
give you
orb.
that statement piece.
We only have about
38
165
inches
to go
or
around.
24 inches.
It's just about 3 feet tall. And then you can do the 2 feet at that 24 inch too, based on how you set it up.
Right.
Cardinal is our only choice. Grab the cardinal before it's gone. What is it, $31.99. M99753 is gonna be your item number, but stay close because Larry is also coming back. We've got another great item in our Memorial Day